Am I in the picture? Am I looking young and thin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Sean, glad you stopped by today. Before we get on with having some fun and helping you pick out the right vehicle, I want to let you know that we do something a little bit different here at Paul Miller than, quite frankly, anybody in the state of Kentucky does.
Okay.
First of all, we're a Motor Trend certified dealership. We're the only one presently in the state of Kentucky. And quite frankly, to become a Motor Trend certified dealership, you have to meet some rigorous criteria. First and foremost, they had to figure out that we take better care of customers than most other stores, in fact, every other store in the city of Lexington.
Okay.
However, we go a whole lot further than just taking care of customers. We've discovered over time that people have three big fears when they're buying a car from an automobile dealership. Number one, and tell me if this is one of your fears, most people are afraid of paying too much for a car, not getting a good deal.
For sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, ownership spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to eliminate that fear, and they came up with a pretty good idea. In fact, they have made it impossible, Sean, to pay too much for a Motor Trend certified pre-owned vehicle at Paul Miller. Now, that sounds a little crazy, doesn't it?
It sounds impossible.
Okay, let me tell you how it works. You pick out a car today. Number one, I'm going to guess you're here because you saw some of our prices online.
I was shopping online, yes, sir.
And if our prices weren't really good, you wouldn't be here, correct?
That's correct.
You take delivery of the vehicle, we give you 5 days. And by the way, we put this in writing. It's called our best value guarantee. You have 5 days to search any website you want to, anywhere in this country or any other country. And Sean, if you find a similar vehicle to the one you take delivery of today with the same benefits that we offer you, advertised for less money, you just come show us the advertisement and we will cut you a check for 100% of the difference on the spot. Now, Sean, has any dealer ever made that commitment to you in writing?
They haven't, but I was on my way down to another town right next to you that I saw one that's a little bit inexpensive today now, so I was going to look at that. So
Hey, look, once you take delivery of our car, you can look at any car you want to. It's impossible for you to pay too much. If it turns out that vehicle is similar to ours and the same stuff comes with it, just show us the ad, we cut you a check. We'll do it cheerfully because we're not going to be undersold. We're going to make sure we always provide you the best value.
Okay.
Now, secondly, people sometimes leave the lot wondering if the vehicle was right. They don't make a decision because they're not sure it was the right vehicle. You ever worried about buying the wrong vehicle?
I am. I've got a little one on the way right now, so I'm not sure what we're going to need. So
Okay.
I'm looking at that at the current moment.
Well, you know, Sean, that's important because there's no such thing as a good deal on the wrong vehicle, is there? No such thing. Well, we make sure that it's impossible for you to buy the wrong vehicle. Now, are we going to help you pick out the right one? Sure. But if, for whatever reason, once you take it home, if the color doesn't look right, if the equipment isn't really what you wanted, if you decide you needed something that you didn't get, you've got 3 days. Don't drive more than 300 miles, but you've got a 72-hour exchange policy. Look, Sean, if you go to Home Depot and you buy a leaf blower and you bring it home and it doesn't blow the leaves quite right, you can take it back and exchange it, can't you?
Sure can.
But at a car dealership, historically, you haven't been able to do that.
That's what you guys in the car place over I was going next to. They got the new commercials, so yeah.
At Paul Miller Ford, you can exchange it. And thirdly, you're shopping for a pre-owned vehicle, which makes you smart, okay? You're looking for, that's where you're going to find your best value. But some people worry about buying somebody else's problem. Ever cross your mind?
It has.
Well, here's what we do. Every dealer will tell you they inspect the vehicle, but we have to inspect them not just up to our standards, but we have to go beyond and inspect them up to Motor Trend's standards. If we don't fix or replace anything that needs fixing or replacing, based on what Motor Trend says, we send the vehicle to the auction and it ends up on the other lots around town. Okay? But then we take it one step further. We guarantee it. We guarantee it by offering you a 6-month, not offering you, you get it, complimentary, a 6-month, 7,500-mile comprehensive warranty, subject to a $100 deductible. What that means is basically everything on the vehicle is covered except for wear and tear items, the metal, the interior, and the glass. All the mechanical workings of the car, covered. 6 months, 7,500 miles, subject to a small deductible. Now, Sean, Has any dealer ever told you they do all three of those things and put it in writing for you?
No, I've heard it, but not in writing, and it's usually one or the other for me, so
Let's go have some fun and pick out the right vehicle,
let's go.
okay? How confrontational was that?
I don't know.
None. You're giving stuff away. You're providing, Andre, peace of mind. You're